Siri underscore bot is here, Siri go live.
Oh, Molly. Oh, Molly. All right. Fine. I let you go. Okay. Let's see here. I need to get into my Twitch channel. All right, man, my fucking hair. All right, there. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Ad break is started. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Cerebral Live ads help support our content. Consider subscribing to remove ads and support.
I gotta go inside and kill that fucking microphone. Hold on. Oh my god. Ollie is fucking wild, man. That cat is crazy. Oh, baby. Won't you come? All right, everybody. Let's see. I need. Oh shit. Need my tablet. Gotta have it.
Reason that I'm asking. La 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 la. All right, so we got back today. What have we got to start it off?
All right. Build width and thickness with a mix of heavy rows, grip changes, high volume mechanical drop sets, hit lats, traps, and rear delts with brutal efficiency. Back builds the beast. Rows shape the wings. Big backs aren't bought. They're forged one pull at a time. Load the bar, lock the core, let the garage hear you roar. Actually, hear you grow, but I changed it. Warm up. Banded face pulls. 15. All right, let's do it. We're going to do 2 sets of those, I think. That really kind of does hit the shoulders, you know? I mean, it's a really good, we get from like here all the way to the middle of the back. I like face pulls. Depending on how you pull as well, will kind of really determine where you're going to be hitting. Do some arm circles real quick. Still fucking sore from yesterday, man. I'm telling you. Chest. Feeling it. All right, let's see. Straight arm pull downs. I mean, this is a little light. I don't know why, but I really like pull downs. Pull downs and dumbbell pullovers. I wish I could do dumbbell pullovers here in the garage, but I can't. I just can't. I could do like a kettlebell, but it's a 35 pounder, and that's not really enough. But I think dumbbell pullovers is another one of my favorites. I fucking love them. If my mic dies today, I'm sorry, guys. It's I'll have to go and turn on the camera or something. But I forgot to charge it last night, so I plugged it in for about 10 minutes this morning when I realized, like, oh shit. I was like, oh, well, it is what it is. It's a good blend between triceps and lats. Like it hits really both of those muscles. It's like I try to keep my triceps out of it as much as I can and really focus on the lats to be the thing that drives me back, right? And then really kind of like pull back as well when I'm down here just to get that extra fucking squeeze. But it's hard not to get your triceps involved in that straight arm. It kind of just happens. It's just gonna happen. Okay. We're gonna do our classical ring scap pull-ups. Okay, so we're gonna set these up high, and then this is just really like a shoulder pull-up, right? And we're just trying to hit the lats a little bit. I suppose maybe into the. Anyway, we're looking for number one. Number one. The scap pull-ups are like this, right? Not a full pull-up, not even close. It doesn't even look like a full pull-up. I'm trying to get strength in my scapula, right? So that we have nice, solid, right? We want our scapula to do this. Like, it's like our shoulder blades, they go like this. They kind of pull apart and then flare. That's really all, right? We're just going. We're dropping the shoulder blade down. really trying to focus on making our shoulder blades be the thing that moves us rather than our lats. It's really honestly probably one of the weaker areas for pull-ups. So we're fully stretched, right? So we're at that bottom end. And we haven't quite fully got the lats engaged yet. So, we're hanging. And then in order to be able to engage lats to be able to pull up, we need to use our scapula, our shoulder blades essentially, to kind of fan us into it so that we can then transfer everything into the lats and all of the back muscles. I mean, I kind of tend to arch my back and look up a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I am certainly no master of pull-ups, okay? I'll just put it that way. Light barbell RDLs. I think we start today with hold on. Let me push this over this way. I think we start today with pendulum rows. So we're going to do some lightweight RDLs. Let's throw on 25 pounds.
Doctor just got up like a bullet and left.
Oh, shit.
Didn't know. He left yesterday before I even got up.
I fucking forgot. Ah. Damn. Sorry about that. My son just woke up for his weightlifting. He was late. He just got up and ran out the door. I totally fucking spaced it. I kind of feel bad. Oh well. I feel bad because I thought about it too. I was like, I wonder. I looked at my clock. I was like, oh, it's only 5. I need to set my alarm for 5:30 to make sure I wake his ass up. I mean, he's usually pretty good about it. Like, I usually don't have to do this. His phone must have died or something. It's all right. It's no big deal. Am I fucking peeling? Holy shit, I am. My left arm is peeling. Fucking sunburn got me a little better than I thought. It's a late peel though. Shit. It's been like 2 weeks. Maybe it's been like a full week, I guess. I did get pretty burnt when we were at the beach. Like, I can see it in my arm. I can still feel it too a little bit. Oh. Fucking white boy over here. Gotta make sure I fucking lather myself up with fucking sunscreen before I leave the house. Oh, fucking sunburn. My gloves, my hands. We're gonna be wearing these today, I think. Okay, so we're gonna do pendulum rows for our first official exercise. 4 by 8 to 10. Pendulum rows are like a full stop row, right? So we come to a complete rest, and then we lift again for 1 rep, right? And then set the weight down and lift again. So we're coming down to the ground every single time to reset. I like them. I like them a lot. They're good. They're really good rows. They hit the lower back. You do them a little lighter, right? Because, well, you're setting the weight down. Pendulum rows, dead stop rows, they're essentially the same thing, right? We just want to make sure we rest that weight all the way to the ground before doing another. I gotta take this thing off. I'm gonna cut my arm off. All right. Wait, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I need to up this weight. All right, so let's go for pendulum row 6 to 8.
Actually, Celsi, you're absolutely correct.
Borga, look at you there on the wall. How you doing? Love me a heart-shaped booty in the words of Zero. Dude, I know. Who doesn't love a heart-shaped booty? Doing pretty good. We're about ready to start our back day. I'm just trying to think of what I want to do here. I think maybe this would be 135. We're doing 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. No, 8 to 10. 7.1? Let's see here. Yesterday I was like 2.2. Damn. Today is better. Yes. 9. Redeemed, yeah, right? I know. Hey, thank you again, by the way. I gotta say, those underwear, dude, they are crazy. Like, I mean, all right, like I thought the ones that I had before were pretty comfortable, but like these ones, dude, are on a whole nother level comfortable, bro. If you don't have any, you should get some Real Men Apparel underwear. Somebody told me about them. Somebody came in here and they're like, dude, what kind of underwear do you wear? I'm like, this is a weird conversation, but I'll have it. I'm like, okay. Like, so me and this dude talked about underwear, and he's like, man, you should get some Real Men Apparel. They're the best. I'm like, Real Men Apparel, huh? I'm like, so he's like, he like sent me the link, and I'm like, I'll check them out. So I gotta say, I put them on, and this was my wife's response. She was just like, like she couldn't stop looking. Oh, it was pretty funny. And my son, Junior, he's like, I want some. Oh, man. All right, we're going to go up a little bit. Oh, man. Like, all right, so I would say like with other underwear, I've actually like, you know, took my sweatpants off and like posed and taken pictures and like even on Twitch, I've been in my undies, dude. And I mean, it's not much different than like looking at somebody in tights, in like tight biking shorts, right? You know what I mean? But these these ones these ones, it's like, yeah, you can't see it, but you can see it. You know? They're comfortable. Oh my. I think I would maybe, probably maybe would not be okay out here. Who's doing this? Chester. Chester. I just poked you in the eye. What is that, Chester? You got fucking litter stuck to your ass. A fucking piece of litter. I thought it was a worm. Just a piece of fucking litter. Look, I just gave them worm medicine the other day, dude. They better not have any fucking worms anymore. Well, shit. I saw Max had a worm. So we just gave him all worm medicine. I need to give him flea treatment again. But Nala's in heat. And this dickhead, he tries. But he can't. But he tries. So he gets on top of Nala and he bites her in the back of the neck. So I can't give him flea treatment until Nala is no longer in heat. Right? And they're like just overdue, right? The same thing fucking happened last time. Nala got out of heat, and then Molly went into heat. Just he tries to, huh? Oh, Chester. He's my little baby. He's my little baby, huh? Huh, Chester. My little baby. All right, Chester, I got a lift. Watch out. He loves me. I think we'll go up another 5-pound plate on each side. Oh man. Yeah. I started doing these. These are called pendulum or a dead stop row. And it's a little bit lighter, right? Because every single time we're pushing weight down on the ground, and the idea is to stay right here and row, right? Like if we were gonna do like a different, like a heavy regular standard row, it would look something a little more like this, right? Rather than, and we're not gonna put it down. You know what I mean? We're gonna pick it up and then row. But with these, because we're specifically trying to be bent over all the way, like almost flat with the ground, and then row all the way up to the upper chest, it really kind of stresses the lower back, because you're here. And then, I mean, as we pick up the weight, right, obviously, we got to compensate by tightening the lower back. And because, yeah, I know. I think I've heard a couple people say it before, like one of the worst fucking pains when it comes to working out, like one of the hardest ones to suffer through. One of the most fucking brutal is lower back, upper hip, right here. Boom. This spot, dude, for some reason, when that area gets massively pumped and pushed past its fucking limit, dude, it's just like, it is brutal, you know? Like, and it can be pretty hard to work through, you know, sometimes. I mean, I've been in situations many times where it's like, I want to quit, dude. You know what I mean? But like for just my fucking stubborn ass and like everything, I fucking won't quit. Fuck no. And so, I mean, you know, sometimes I'll end up walking away with like DOMs for, oh, dude, look at that fucker. Can you see him? You can't see him. Damn, dude. He fucking cruised up there. He was coming down and then he saw me. Like, oh shit, the beast is awake. Yeah, it's a spider. He lives in the corner, I think. I wonder where the other one went. I feel like the two spiders that occupy the garage got in a fight within the last couple days. They were like in the nest, they were both over here the other day and they were not happy with each other. They were fucking mad. And now I only see one. I'm like, where's that other one? There was another one that lived over there. I haven't seen him in a while. And then I came over here and I saw, unless he crawled up that fucking hole. Maybe that's his legs right there. I don't know. Who knows? I just let them exist, man. Because, well, they eat all the bugs that would be out here, which they actually have quite a few little things in their webs. Oh, yeah. Let's see. See, I'm not sure where this spider's at. He's gone. Nowhere to be seen. Haven't seen him in a couple days. You want back inside or what? And then there's these spiders over here. That one that was right above my head. I don't know where he went. Fucking zip back up to the ceiling. Bounced. But this one had, oh, hey, there he is. He is up there in the corner. He fucking built himself into another ball. Fucking crazy spider, dude. He builds balls around himself. They'll build a big ass web, right? Like in the corner. Just like this fucking crazy, chaotic fucking mess of a web. And then he'll go deeper into the web and then spin a fucking ball around himself with a little like finger hole opening. It's kind of wild. I don't know if I've ever seen a spider do it before. There's no way that's the same spider that was just up here. Did he go and hide that quick? He could have. Oh no, there's the other one. He's on the ceiling. So they are still both out here. I wonder if they became friends. They're just roommates now. Roomies. Mates. They've been out here for like all summer, dude. All summer. They are the fittest. They are the fittest. All right, we're gonna do one more set. I'm gonna just wait. You played any Fortnite lately, Nuts? I haven't played that game in fucking ages, bro. Me and my son, I've been stuck on Grounded, dude. Nobody likes to watch me play Grounded. I don't know why. I think it's a pretty cool fucking game. People don't like it. I don't know. We fight insects and shit. We're almost done. I've been running around trying to I found all the Burgle chips yesterday. And we're about to go into like a new game plus. I really want to beat the game and then, maybe jump into the second game and fuck around with it. But the second game's still in early access. Yeah, I get like that sometimes too. I mean, dude, the only reason that I really am playing Grounded is because, like, me and my son have been playing it, and it's fun to play with my kid. Yeah, we're trying to beat it. We're, like, basically at the end of the game. We need to find, like, one more ingredient or something. We just beat, and then, we want to go through and beat all the bosses, right? Like, there's these recipes that you have to make to spawn in a boss, and so you make the recipe and you spawn in a boss and then you kill the boss, and then like you can spawn them in again and kind of farm their resources and stuff and make their special gear. But it's actually a pretty fucking fun game, man. They did a really good job with it. I think it's fucking awesome, right? Like, let me do this set. I think they did really good. They took a lot of the aspects from like a lot of really, like good role playing games and stuff, and the good parts about them, and just meshed them into this crazy ass survival game. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's go. Oh, definitely. Yeah, it definitely is. However, you could play it by yourself. Like, especially once you start to understand how to play the game. I mean, everything is weak to something, right? And then there's a couple weapons that things just aren't resistant to. So, you might, one might be weak to hammer type weapons, right? Like blunt damage. Another might be weak to piercing damage and maybe spicy or slashing and spicy or blah, 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 So you could just like build yourself like 4 weapons that have like all the elements and pretty much cover all the bases and go around and just whenever you encounter this specific type of creature, you just pull out this gear and you go fucking smash its ass, right? Like, and you have the right buffs on so you can like be a better defender and a good armor set on that gives you armor buffs and potions that you can take, that you can drink, and all of a sudden give yourself like 200% attack damage, right? Like, just like it's a pretty crazy game. It's super in depth, way more in depth than it might initially appear to be at the surface. they don't really explain a whole lot of it very well, like a lot of survival games. But yeah, because of the way that they've set it up too, and like, it's definitely easier with a friend. Like, my son will go and fight the Black Widow and shit, and he's like, yeah, I can beat it by myself, but it's hard. And like, when I'm there, in like 2 seconds, dude, we just fucking destroy it, because it can't decide who to attack, right? And like, I'll fucking shoot it in the face and it'll stun it, and then like he'll fucking slash it like 3 times with his thing, and then like, it's like, you're running around it, everybody it's trying to turn and get them, and you're getting it in its ass, and like, I mean, dude, it's so easy, right, with 2 people. And then just to imagine like yeah, I mean, it goes after like the damage. Then people can wear an armor set that actually draws aggro, and you can play with up to 4 people, right? I always get my ass kicked. My kid, he's got like all the good gear and stuff. I finally started upgrading all my shit, but he's been playing a lot more than I have. All right, we're doing dumbbell single arm rows. All right. Let's start with 70. We'll see how that feels. Oh, I really wish that, there, whatever. All right. How are we doing? We are doing 15, right? Oh man, we're supposed to do even more. Well, we're gonna start with that. We'll keep this weight. We're gonna do 20 reps now from now on, though. Let me get a drink real fast. there's some, really good music videos out there. I'm not even sure what I did there. I lost count. Hold on. I'll show you one of my favorites. One of the most amusing videos. Here, let's just. I'm pretty sure this one here, the fucking best, dude. Just watch the video. just, just pay attention to this man, dude. I mean, oh my god, bro. It's terrible. It's a fucking horrible video, bro. It shouldn't even be a thing. He's all busted and shit with his and she just can't resist. Look, now she's like, oh my god. Oh, boom. Oh, he did. Her clothes were gone, dude. Oh man, how does something like this make it, bro? Like, I'm doing my set. Now she's on board. This lady, dude, look at her tits. Oh, it's horrible, man. Dude. It's just, dude, they all show it like dancing around in his pants. And this old man. He's like, yes, please. I know, dude. Like I've heard this song before, but I don't think it was all that long ago that I actually saw this video. And I was like, oh my God. I like, and it then just became one of my favorite music videos. All right, let's do the other side. Understandable. Yeah. It's hilarious. Oh, where's my tissue? Oh man. Fuck. Oh man. All right. We got one more set. Yeah, this is another good one. I gotta find the link to this song. Here it is. You'll like this one too. This is a great song. I think we have it here. You either have it or you don't. Oh man. Big dick energy. I know. Another one of my favorites. This guy does a lot of songs like this, right? Like weird remakes, things like that. But this is one of my favorites. All right. Yeah, he does. Oh, I did 22 on both sides. Oh my God. Dude, those get you wrecked. It's like a heavier, higher weight, forced rep row, right? It's called a croc row. Yeah. This row is called a croc row. It's just a variation of a single-armed dumbbell row that is meant to be done, you know, a little bit sloppy, heavier weight, really just kind of fucking get it out. This guy who kind of like got this thing started, he wasn't even the one that named it. Some other people did. And it's not the row, the exercise, but more the method behind the exercise combined with this specific movement. He did this with some other movements too. But, you know, like 3 to 4 sets of 20 to 30 reps, right? Things like this. And just really just kind of forcing those reps out, whatever it fucking takes, you know? And the reason that this is such a great exercise for this is it's probably one of the more like compound lifts, right? As far as when it comes to upper body. I mean, we're getting damn near everything involved here, you know? We're pulling with our fucking lats, with, you know, muscles that go down to our hips, with, you know, upper back, mid back, low back, right? Biceps might even get a little bit of work in there, maybe, you know, kind of helping with the pull. Really a good exercise. Super solid one. And we just want to do high reps. Force that exercise, force that exertion. Anyway, we're moving on to, oh, fuck me. So seated banded rows. We'll see how we can do these wide, neutral, and underhand. We're going to do some various grips and try to mess around with our tension, but we'll see what we can do. That's a pretty low anchor point. I don't really like rubbing up against this metal here. I mean, that would work. I wonder if I could hook that bar up. Might be better for my rows. my back feels like I didn't even, you know what I haven't done? No pre-workout today. Shit. I'm going to drink it. It's full of BCAAs and all that shit. EAAs. I know, right? Savage without it. It's like, you know, it's times like that that prove just how much you don't need that shit. You know what I mean? Like, because you're like, I mean, damn, I'm kicking ass out here today. Oh, fuck. There's my pre-workout. Wait, I'm halfway done. Must be the pre. It's such a, what do they call that? Placebo? I do feel like a lot of it is placebo. Now, there's some recommended doses of things that we should be hitting, right? And a lot of times in the pre-workouts, they cut them in half and they increase the caffeine.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. I'm sweaty.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye. I'll see you at noon. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Woo! This is some fucking lifting music here. Hell yeah. If breakfast at Tiffany's don't get your fucking blood boiling, I don't know what the fuck does. Yeah. I wonder if yeah, what is she making? All right, let's go like this. I feel like I should increase this. I wonder if a green band will work. The bar works. It's a little easier on my hands, right? Because trying to hold that resistance band just like fucking squeezes your knuckles together. If I had a handle or something for it, it wouldn't be so bad. But I do not. And now we go underhand. So I'm really just trying to get as many grips in as possible here. I think we want to do it that way. Yeah. And then we go back the other way. So I'm going to do it one more time and then I'm going to let off. This would be like 10 years of Twitch cons. What do you mean by that? $10 years. How long? Twitch has been around for way longer than 10 years. Twitch has been, how long? When did Twitch come out? When did it start? I mean, fuck, dude, I've been streaming for like 10 years. And Twitch was already out. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I know Twitch as well. I know Twitch is older than 10 years. Definitely. They have to be. I mean, there's no way they're not. But that's what it leads you to. Like, here, have the schedule to the next TwitchCon. I mean, I wonder if this is like, I wonder if they've had like 10 years of TwitchCons. You know, like maybe that's what it is. Maybe they've only had, maybe this is like their 10th TwitchCon, or their or I don't know. So I know, man. You know, I was watching somebody talk this morning, right? And they were, it was Bill Burr, right? Bill Burr. You know Bill Burr, the comedian, right? He was talking, and he's just like, you know, he's like, man, whatever happened to lanes? Like, yeah, he was just talking about how you know, everything has an agenda these days, right? It's like there's always like a deeper agenda behind everything, and just kind of like, and then I mean, he was talking a little bit about like politics and like comedians started to influence politics, right? Like he was like, can you imagine like me, like somebody on my intellectual level, trying to have a conversation with somebody like Barack Obama or any one of the presidents? Like, it's like in 30 seconds, it'd be like, what's your favorite Super Bowl? Like, and people would be like, dude, I love that Super Bowl too. I'm voting for this guy. Like, it's like, you know, it's just, he brings a good point, right? And like, just everything, man, is always like, just everywhere you look, dude, it's like, fuck. That's why, thank God for the fucking ad blockers, right? Like, that we can put on our browsers and like not see half of that shit, dude. I always run an ad blocker, bro. Whenever I start to see ads on the side, I'm like, my ad blocker is broken. Something happened, and I'm usually right. Oh man. I mean, everybody wants premium subscriptions, and then premium's not even good enough. Why not premium plus? like you fuckers. or better yet, pro. Oh, there you go. You got premium, now premium plus or pro. Right? And of course, pro is like $200 a month, right? You got like premium for 20, premium plus for 60, pro for 200. Like, what the fuck, man? Like Chat GPT, for example, they have their Chat GPT plus, and then they have Chat GPT Pro, right? And it's like, with Chat GPT plus, you actually get this API key that you can get access to, but you can't fucking do anything with it. Nothing. It's useless. I don't even know why they give it to you. Like, I honestly don't know why they give you the API key in the first place. Like, if you're a pro member and you pay the $200 a month, then you can use your API key in development, and you can develop apps with ChatGPT. But you have to have a $200 fucking account to be able to do that. And then on top of that, you have to be able to afford the cost of what it costs to be able to utilize ChatGPT's API, which is not fucking cheap. Google's cheap, man. Google's like fucking pennies, bro. Like, Google don't cost jack shit. I can use Google, and during development, Google just did this thing not that long ago, where now developers during development can use the APIs for free. You don't have to. They don't start charging until the app is released. Fuck. And with Google, I think all you got to do is, I think you have to have Google. You have to have a premium developer account, which is minimum like $20 a month. So somehow you have like you have to get access to Google Gemini Pro. With like $20 a month is what, like I said. I get a terabyte worth of storage space, and I get Google, and I get Gemini as well with it. So that allows me to share it with my family. So all my kids and my wife have access to Google Gemini Pro features on their phone, which is great because we all have Samsungs. So Samsung AI. The AI that I prefer to use is ChatGPT. I mean, it seems to be the fastest, one of the more accurate ones. Now, Google Gemini is definitely like a close second. For certain things, I mean, with ChatGPT, it has a memory feature that's really nice that you can turn on. So it starts to know you, right? Like, if I were to start a new chat in ChatGPT and be like, tell me what you know about me, it would be like, I know all this shit, right? Which is almost kind of scary, but like, you can disable and enable this memory feature as well. So it's not like something you have to turn on. By default, I think it's off. So you got to go into the settings and turn it on. But it's really fucking handy, right? And I think Google has like tried to add something like this. ChatGPT has GPTs. Google has gems. GPTs, I think, are better, more advanced. ChatGPT also has a coder. They also have Sora. They have they have a lot of stuff that you get access to with your Chat GPT Plus thing, right? Sora, yeah, gems, Gemini gems. That's what they call theirs. And they work just like GPTs, right? You give them a rule set, right? Load them with files, load them with things, tell them a task, what they're supposed to do for the user, what the objective is within that GPT or that gem, right? So like, for example, the workout, right? That's a GPT, right? The workout programmer that utilizes Chat GPT. That is a GPT. You could, in theory, make the same thing with Google Gemini using gems, right? Hey, Dick. All right, we're done with that. Now, wide grip pull downs. Hey, Max. What's up? You never come out here. Max, you never come out here, Max. Hey, I feel so special. Look at Max. Oh, Max. I know, right? OSRS. What do you mean OSRS? What's OSRS? Oh, okay, yeah. Old school RuneScape. Yeah, dude, I mean, yeah, and they've got GPTs and shit for everything, dude. Like there is stuff out there that exists. The only bummer is in order to be able to make a GPT, you have to have you have to have plus, right? You can't. Yeah, it definitely gives you some errors. With ChatGPT, what I always do is I usually always turn on the web search function, right? That way it can search the websites and I can see where it's trying to fucking hallucinate its data from, if it does hallucinate. But I would say, man, for the most part, Max, what are you doing? Goof. ChatGPT is like pretty accurate. However, I'm skeptical sometimes, right? Because like, you hear about all these things that are happening, right? Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes the websites that it gives you will be like dead end websites, right? They just don't go anywhere. Or they're like a 404 page. Sometimes what happens, I think, though, is that the website's actually right. It just here, I'm going to swap this. That way I can pull this 25 if I need to. The website's right. It's just like sometimes it'll be pointing to an older article or an article that has been removed, which in some cases, like, okay, well, then how did you get your information? Like, yes, like where, like with a lot of things, ChatGPT can be manipulated. we don't really understand the whole back end of it, right? Like, so that's kind of scary. Now, if you're tech savvy enough and you have a decent computer, you can install your own local models and then give them internet access, allow them to be able to search the web, and then you can ask them questions. And while a lot of the data that they were trained on only goes up to like 2023. Oh man. When you give it web access, then it has the internet at its fingertips. And with these models, they're unfiltered, right? They're not, built with any kind of parameters. Like, you can research and do your research on what models exist, but there's a ton of models out there that are really comparable to like, Chat GPT and Google Gemini, some of the older versions of it. But like I said, when you give them internet access, they're now able to look at the internet, scrape out web pages and stuff like that, and all kinds of shit. And they don't have a skewed perspective for, whoever made it, right? There's no moral or ethical guidelines that it has to follow, right? Like, no, I can't talk shit about this person, or, let's talk about something other than politics in this, I use the app. I use the app for Chat GPT. I generally will try to use the app because it's so much easier and faster. It's just a lot easier for me. I don't think it matters though. Either way, they should literally. A lot of times, bro. A lot of times I have to reboot the application. Something will happen. It doesn't fucking work right, and I have to literally go reboot the app. Sometimes ChatGPT gets fucking hung up and frozen to the point where I'm like, okay, it's frozen on both web browser and on my PC. I can't do shit, so it must be down. And I'll come back like an hour later and it's working. But yeah, I generally use the browser or use the app. And I'll give you a pro tip. If you got a mic hook up to your PC, dude, use it. Talk. Verbalize to ChatGPT. Talk to it rather than type. Like, it's becoming such a more standard thing to do, to talk to the computer rather than type to the computer. I mean, think about it, dude, right? Like, if we're explaining something to somebody, right? If I'm going to sit down and I'm going to explain in detail how something works to you, right? You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have like this. I'm going to break it down in a way that I may not break it down on paper, right? Does that make sense? That I may not do if I were typing, right? If I was typing, I would be more direct and more to the point. Now, everything has its situation. I mean, if you want direct, to the point, clear, clean, concise shit, then you can type all day long and you'll be fine, right? Either way. But if you want to have something a little more casual, a little more, free form, a little more bounce back and forth, right? Treat it like a conversation person, right? Like talk to it, right? Actually, like, say your piece and send it, and then see what it has to say, and then, blah, 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 blah. You can go back and forth like this. Saves you a lot of time, allows you to, explain in more detail. And ChatGPT is pretty good about like taking your words and punctuating it where it needs to be, you know, correct spelling, you know, a little bit of rewording here and there, right? Like taking out the ums and the this and the that, you know, the all that bullshit. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. I will sometimes, if I actually have something that I do want to explain in a better way, sometimes like having ChatGPT, you know, like you could literally say, okay, in this chat, we're taking fucking notes, right, on this project. And like you could just speak real quick your note, and ChatGPT will then like keep track of that for you, you know, and then at the end of your session, can ultimately give you like a master note file of all your notes put together, categorized and classified however you want it to do it. You know what I mean? And it's just a great way, dude. Like there are so many like use cases that I could just think of just off the top of my head for people to be able to utilize AI in some way, shape, or form to make their life a little bit fucking easier and more organized, right? I mean, I would say this, the one thing that ChatGPT needs to do and Google Gemini, yeah. So the one thing that ChatGPT and Google Gemini and DeepSeek and all of these places could do better at is giving a better back end, right? Like or like user interface, a better way for us to store our stuff, right? Like right now, you know, in ChatGPT you have workspaces, but you can't put GPTs into workspaces, which is really fucking annoying, right? So if I start a chat with a GPT, right, like my workout GPT, I can't put that into a main fitness folder, workspace, right? So dumb, right? Like what we should be able to allow GPTs into workspaces. Like, I don't see why our GPT folders can't be embedded into the workspace folders. But they need to make a better way to have our old chats be found. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because sometimes, dude, you'll have a conversation in ChatGPT, and then like, you know, a week will go by or something, and you may have asked a bunch of questions to ChatGPT, and Google Gemini is pretty bad too, because so like you use Siri on your phone, but like for me, since I have Samsung, I don't use Siri. I use Google Gemini. So if I say certain things to my phone, Google Gemini will then turn on and it'll ask a question, and that gets logged into my fucking goddamn Google Gemini account, right? So now when I go and log into my Gemini account, I have all these stupid fucking one sentence questions from when I asked something on my phone, right? It's like, God damn it, are you serious? It's fucking annoying, you know? So they definitely need to fix that. It is. It is really fucking lame. I'm gonna. So just general chat clutter, right? On the overall aspect of Chat GPT as a whole. I think we're going to go up a little bit on that. But I fucking love AI, man. And I mean, unfortunately, dude, AI is going to take a lot of people's jobs. It already is starting to. I mean, if you think your job is safe because AI can't do it, think again. Dude, there's drones. They can get into smaller spaces than a human can, and you can equip them with tools and stuff like that that can do things a person couldn't do. You know, like absolutely 100%. Your job is not fucking safe. I mean, just seeing how far AI has come, just in the last few years, you know, 3-4 years since AI has really hit the public sector and become a publicly available thing, right? Like, I mean, AI in some form or capacity has existed for a long time, right? I mean, you know, it's a artificial intelligence can be applied to many different things. It just depends on what kind of intelligence you're looking for, right? Like, so for example, you know, these coding applications like Visual Studio Code and stuff like that that are able to recognize autofill, you know, things like that. Like that's been out for a while, even prior to AI, you know, and like these coding things help people write code, right? Help people get clean code together. Autocorrect, right? Punctuation, having grammar, spelling, these kind of checks, right? Like putting things in words in place to make our writing sound better, right? We got Grammarly, right? That's been out for a long time. Long time, you know. I remember when I was going to college, these things existed, man, where you could go out and you could, you know, like run your paper through this or that, and you know, would find a fucking thing that might have been close to something that was cited, that should be cited, right? Citation scanners, right? Are these not forms of AI, right? Like, I mean, a very, very focused kind, but it's like now we're now to a point where, you know, AI is just insane, you know. And I'll never forget, man. I'll never forget this. One of my teachers in college said, he's like, okay, so technology grows exponentially, right? We had 8-bit, we have, you know, 16-bit, we have 32-bit, 64-bit. You know, inevitably, you know, the next will be 128, then, you know, 256, right? We just continually double in size and capacity, right? So like, you know, you look at storage space, right? And until our binary Yeah, and until our binary language like changes, right? Which would take like massive changing across all computer languages to happen. You know what I mean? Like binary is essentially the digital number language, the digital alphabet, the language of computers, right? Everything displayed in zeros and O's, zeros and ones, on or off, power or not, right? Uh, anyway, what my teacher in college said that was because of this kind of growth, right? Because of where we are, we're at this point now where things are going to just explode. Like the next growth is going to demand power and capacity that we can't fathom at this point. You know what I mean? Like, and to be able to achieve these things, we're going to have to utilize technology to be able to ultimately solve the problems. And we're basically there, you know? Like we really are. We're at that point where, you know, we're essentially using AI to better itself and write better versions of itself in a lot of ways, you know, helping to check this or that, right? And you got to understand too the way, you know, AI is like, you know, we talk about agents, right? Like agents within AI. An agent is essentially that grammar checker, right? The grammarily is a grammar agent. Its one job is to check for grammar errors, and it does it really fucking good, right? Or maybe even like expanded on that language, right? Language and grammar, other word uses, things like that. Grammar, punctuation, you know. So this is an agent, right? This is our grammar agent. So we take our Word document, right? And we then send it into this, and it generates, you know, like grammar and stuff like that, words. Then you would send it to another agent to get like graphicals, right? Graphics, things like that. Like you have your graphical agent, right? Which will then look at all your text and all your stuff and see where pictures might fall into place, what pictures we could generate, what pictures we could use and make pictures and put them in, right? And then, you know, maybe like another, you know, cover. I mean, you know, you can understand where I'm going, right? Like AI now has access to all of these types of things, right? It from one point without us being able to understand what's happening because it happens on the back end, right? It happens without us knowing. We send in our command by saying what we say. AI then breaks that down and it's like, okay, the user wants me to do this. In order to do that, I need to do this. That's going to take this agent, and this agent. Go. Okay, done. Go. Okay, done. Go. Okay. All right. User, here is your results. Right? Like, I mean, it's crazy, dude. Oh, my hands. Oh, man. I'll do one more set of those. I This lat pull down thing is kind of odd. I could face the other way, but then, I don't know, I don't feel like it works as great with this. I like this one. But I am out here like this a little bit. And I hit my biceps quite heavy on this, actually. I also do get my lats, though. Oh, any big plans for the week? We're going to go shopping today and go see if we can find some clothes for the kids for school. It's getting to be that time. Whether or not we'll be able to. I mean, there's one place we like to go. It's called Roth's Dress for Less. And they sell a bunch of fucking clothes that you would never find anywhere else. It's kind of hit or miss. You know, things are usually pretty cheap there as far as like, overall cost. But, like finding your size, sometimes you'll be like, oh, these pants are fucking awesome, but they don't have my size. It's terrible. But it's still, it's a cool clothing shop. Oh man. It's just like, there's a store here in town too. My son will go there every now and again. I think he's found a couple shirts there before. But just a little lady, like, she's got this old house, and she just, oh man, yeah. So what's the deadline on all this stuff? What's happening with it all? Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, my wife is they're going through a ownership change at the store right now. Like they were she was talking to corporate about becoming an owner. And some things kind of fell through. I don't know, just whatever. Nothing bad with her, right? Just other issues and just a bunch of shit. And then everything happened with I know, dude. I don't know what's going on. I know what happened. I just don't understand why. Okay.
I thought the mic died.
Well, my mic did die, my wireless one. Can you still hear me on this? So that's that mic.
I can hear you.
What about this one? Oh my God. What did I do? I mean, oh, fuck. Now. Hold on, let me reboot this program completely. I'll be right back. So weird. Now my IP address changed.
That doesn't sound normal.
That's not normal at all. Trying to figure out why the hell I'm not able to phone out there working. It should be working right now.
I can't hear you.
I know, it's really weird. Because that's definitely the camera. And then maybe this mic will be the other camera. What about now? Is that one working? So that camera's... it's going to sound like
I think I
shit.
was good without seeing the video to this song.
I
Yes,
wish that
it is working.
mic would work. This mic sucks. What happened is I forgot to plug my actual microphone in last night, and so it died.
PDS was giving feedback from the other room. FYI.
Oh.
Double audio.
Yeah, it's too many microphones. My system is way too complicated. I hate it. All right, we're going to do pull-ups to finish off. I'm almost done. I really only have like the last exercise to do. Happened at the worst time. My workouts, I've usually been able to get done in about like 2 hours and 20 minutes or so, like with the whole stream for like the exercise from the start to the end of the workout. I think it's pretty good. I mean, I'm probably going to be working out for like 2 hours usually. I've been gaining weight though, dude. I'm like 222 pounds, which is crazy because at 222, I'm 8 pounds lighter than when I first started. But I feel so much better. Like seriously, I mean, like I've probably like put on like 30 pounds of fucking muscle since I first started. Yeah. It'd be interesting. I should go back through and look at some pictures from when I was 220 on my cut, right? And then, put it side by side to like today, right? Be like 6 years apart, same weight, different person. Oh, fuck. Google Photos. Let's get to like March. This is July 2019. Fucking busy. I know, dude. I know. That's why I pay for it. Holy shit, wait, this is 2018. I mean, this is probably close. Like that's probably close to where I was at 220. Kind of crazy, huh? I mean, probably close to where I was. I mean, just guessing by the date. Who the hell is this? Izzy? That can't be Izzy. So, you ever hear of the Sea Lion Caves border map? The Sea Lion Caves. They're here in Oregon by outside of. Yeah, yeah. We went up there. A couple weeks ago. Really pretty cool, man. There's so many sea lions in that cave, dude. They're insane. They're wild. Just like gigantic. Have you? Yeah. I was there when I was a kid. And so this is the second time that I've been there in my life. And it was just as cool as I remember. It was just, you go down the elevator like 200 feet down, and then like you're in this massive cave, dude, and like kind of walk out there. It's really really cool. Such a cool place. Look, here's one of my favorite photos of it. Oh no, there was hundreds, but the unique thing about this, that's one of my favorite photos of that place. I think the really unique thing about this one, according to the plaques that they have there, this is the only known place on a main land that sea lions actually take nests. Right? Like other than this, sea lions are the only other places that they're known to live is in big ass rocks like off the coast, offshore. Never. They don't nest on the mainland very often. They're ever anywhere except for Oregon, I guess. Apparently, which kind of odd, but I mean, and the crazy thing about this place is it was found in the 30s, right? So this guy was like driving his fucking boat along the coast of Oregon in like the 1930s and like saw this fucking cave and like went in and like noticed that, and there was a fuck ton of sea lions. Oh shit. And so like they ended up taking the land and they made an exhibit out of it. They, over time, they put an elevator in there and like, put bars and a gate to like separate the people from the fucking sea lions. I mean, these things get like 1,500 pounds, right? They're just gigantic. But the males can be up to 1,500 pounds on a larger size, right? Generally, like maybe more around the neighborhood of like 1,200 pounds. Females can be around like 600 to like 900 pounds, and babies are born anywhere between like 40 to 90 pounds. So like they're a fucking huge animal, dude. Like they're gigantic, and like they just roll around on these fucking rocks like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like the waves just like thrash them up against the rocks. They don't even give a fuck. They just like swim around and bite each other and bark and play and just bathe in the fucking sunlight that comes in there. And dude, they're pretty wild, bro. And like on the outside, you can walk over the cliff, right? And like you can like they have this like observation area, and they're all like down there on the cliffs, and like they call that the breeding ground, right? And apparently that's where they go. And like when they breed, one male will find like upwards to like 20 females, and he'll keep them. Like he fucking keeps them away from everybody else, and they're his, and he'll protect them. And they'll fight over other males that come and try and steal his females. And like when he's done breeding, then he just fucking he lets them go. They go off to have their babies and goes and lays on a fucking rock somewhere else, right? I mean, I can't imagine they really go too terribly far. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sure. Like
It'd be interesting if we knew how far back the sea lions have actually made this cave their home. You know what I mean? Like, what? I mean, thousands of years? You know, like, how long, dude? How long have these fucking things been living here? That's fucking wild. I mean, we're the invaders, bro, not them. like, they're just living their life where they're supposed to, dude. We're the ones that fucking go poking our nose everywhere it doesn't fucking belong. You know? Like, don't see a fucking sea lion coming up on the fucking mainland, swimming up the rivers and shit, right? Like, however, they aren't very scared of humans. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if a human were to walk down to where all those sea lions were, it would be the fucking end of you. You would fucking get torn apart. They would probably eat you. Like, they would be like this. Our dinner has been delivered, guys. Right here. It's coming on 2 legs. Dig in, boys. Grab an arm. like, they're huge, dude. Like, I wouldn't want to fuck with them. They're a part of the eared seal family. So they're technically a seal, but massive, gigantic. Like, one of the biggest kind. Yeah. Oh yeah, and they're fearless. Like, they wouldn't move for us. They don't give a shit about us, dude. We're tiny, bro. We're like the size of one of their kids. You know what I mean? Like, and built different. like, like, incredible though. It really is. I mean, Oregon's such a beautiful place. You know, I have the game Flight Simulator, and I was just kind of flying down the Oregon coast yesterday in the game, just kind of exploring like some of the Oregon coastline and seeing and checking it out. And, dude, Flight Simulator is an amazing game, man. I think it's so much fun. Like, I never really got into it too much, you know, but like, I'm kind of starting to get into this one, the Flight Simulator 2024, and it's a lot of fun, man. It's flying down like the coastal range and stuff like that, and just like cruising, you know. It's really, really, really pretty fucking cool. I mean, it's amazing to see. Like, I found my house, dude, on Flight Simulator. I landed in the street in front of our house, and when you land on the street level, it no longer looks like a house. It looks like a big fucking rock or something. But like, from the air, it all looks like houses. I've seen our house in Flight Simulator. They use the real world global like weather data as well, and real world time. So if I were to go and play Flight Simulator right now, it would be like as warm as it is right now and overcast and shit like that. You know, I literally like just map it up to the Google data. Pretty cool game, bro, and it's really a lot of fun. They have some areas you can explore. Like, I was flying around San Francisco, dude, the other day, underneath the Golden Gate Bridge and shit, dude. It's really really pretty. And the graphics are amazing. And the details. See, Junior was kind of all into planes for a little bit, you know, and he wanted to play. He was dying to play Flight Simulator, you know. And before I couldn't do it because my PC wouldn't fucking play it. So it wasn't until I got this PC and I finally installed Flight Simulator on it, let him have a go. He loved it. All right, I'm actually done, dude. I'm gonna strip this weight down. I'm gonna take a dab and I'm gonna go inside. I have until about 11 to fuck around. But then my wife's going to be, or until about noon, I mean. Until about noon. Then my wife's going to be home. I keep saying 11. And then we're going to go into Salem and go shopping. I just want some socks. I need new socks. What I want to do is get my other computer set up with a second hard drive and install Windows 10 so that I can actually play my goddamn VR. Windows is sneaky, man. With update in Windows 11, they actually fucking removed these fucking snake bastards, dude. Check this out, okay? The Windows removed the VR support that they had, which was Windows mixed reality, right? They completely took it away. They didn't just like leave it as is and say like no more updates. They straight up took it out. They fucking removed it. No warning, no telling anybody, no nothing. So basically, what that means for people who have the headset or headsets like the one that I have that actually require the Windows mixed reality platform to be running to use your headset, we can't use our headsets anymore. They're just a big fucking paperweight now. Fuckers. I'll be right back. I gotta go take a piss. Those fucking bastards, dude. A-holes.
Well, no, it was perfect. I was like walking, I was like really walking, and my friend was driving by, he was like,
Nice.
I'm gonna walk with the
Okay. Sounds good. I want to drink this fucking sparkling water. Yeah, so Microsoft really, like, it was a dick move. Because they could have just left it. You know what I mean? Like, they hadn't done anything to it in a long time anyways. So why take it away? I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. The fucking assholes. That's why. Cahoots with fucking other programs, platforms, hardware manufacturers trying to get you to buy new shit. Ow. Everything. I'm gonna go inside in just a minute, so we'll be done with the audio. I made some breaded Parmesan chicken breast this week. They're really good. I have a recipe that I've been making, and I made some like Chick-fil-A sauce, like a homemade version of Chick-fil-A sauce. It's so good, man. Too good. Too good. All right, we're going in. Okay, we should be good now, right? Audio's back. Everything is good. Better microphone. I don't know how this speaker got so much bass all of a sudden. Like, did I like move? Did I bump the speaker? Like a fucking knob. What is that? There, I think that might be it. Oh. That was what happened. Oh, yeah. Like, it's so much bass. It was, I did turn it up. There's a bass volume adjustment. Okay. Stop. Stop it.
All right. Hold on. This bracelet's going to piss me off. Oh my God. I wish I wasn't the way I was sometimes. All right. My chest is really sore from yesterday's workout. That was brutal. Changing my stream title here. Oh, I should play some Grounded, grind some stuff. There's a few things I need to do to go and like. I need to kill creatures with the hatchet. I need to kill creatures with the hammer to get the stuff, right? We need to get all the things before we go into New Game Plus. So that we have all of the